So this is where we started because this is what I had available, and you might be in a similar spot. But I quickly found out that this just was not a good idea because the mom actually hated it. She threw herself at the sides of the box a lot, and it didn't even work as far as saving the babies. So I had to come up with something better to save and raise the fry. So I got to DIYing. This is just a plastic shoebox with some river stones and some plastic guppy grass. You can absolutely use real. This was just easier for me to clean, but also these pregnant guppies would be coming from a quarantine tank, so I was still watching them for anything that might need to be treated. So I added about half tank water and half tap, and then we went ahead and put a few drops of our Fritz Complete conditioner in there. And I added some seeded bio balls for beneficial bacteria. Then I just used the smallest air pump I had. This one is for under 20 gallons, and I tucked the tubing under the grass. Don't forget your thermometer, and I went ahead and put Mom in. And I also ran to the store and grabbed a tiny heater. As you can see here in a second, it was definitely necessary. Then just as an easy pressure control, I tied a knot in the airline tubing to turn down the flow just a tiny bit. And she seemed much happier than the mom in the floating box. And after a very patient 1 week, we finally saved our first baby. And the next morning we had a whole group of fry. And as you can see, they are so small and can be very easily mistaken for debris. So you have to be really careful when you clean, and you do have to clean because you're usually feeding a couple of times a day, and this tiny box can get toxic pretty fast. So if you want to see how I carefully do that, I'll leave a link at the end. And I usually let Mom stay in for the night just to make sure she's good and done before I move her back to the big tank. And then we let the babies grow out in the box for about a month or so, and then I moved them to a 3.5 gallon grow out tank with a filter because they're still not ready to compete with the big guys for food yet, but that just gives them a little more room for a while. And that's it.